The elevator shuddered once, sighed, and stopped moving. The lights flickered to a dim yellow. A woman in her mid-30s, sharp suit, sharper eyes, checked her phone. No signal. Beside her stood a man about the same age, wearing the exhausted look of someone who hadn't slept properly in months. "Guess we're stuck," he said. His voice was calm, but his hands kept twitching toward the door open button, pressing it again and again like a ritual. They waited. 5 minutes. 10. The hum of the building faded into silence. The air thickened. "Name's Adrian," the men said finally. "You?" "Leah." He smiled, polite but hollow. "Well, Leah, seems like we've got some time to kill." She laughed once, a dry, humorless sound. "Story of my life." The words hung between them longer than they should have. After 20 minutes, Leah sat down on the floor. "You ever feel like elevators are liminal spaces? Like the world forgets you exist until the doors open again?" Adrian looked down at her, eyes suddenly distant. "Yeah," he murmured. "Except sometimes the doors never open." She looked up sharply. He was staring at the mirrored wall, his reflection slightly warped by the metal. "You okay?" she asked. He nodded too quickly. Then, after a long pause, "You know what's funny? I came here tonight to end something." "End what?" "Myself." Leah blinked. The air seemed to press closer around them. "You're joking." He wasn't. He told her about the pills hidden in his coat pocket, the rent notices, the sister he hadn't called in years. His voice didn't shake. It sounded like someone reading the last page of a book out loud. When he finished, Leah stared at him in silence. Then she said, almost quietly, "You picked the wrong building for it." "Why?" "Because I came here for the same reason." She reached into her purse and pulled out a folded letter. It was addressed but unsent. "To my son. I was going to leave this in the office, then." She gestured around. Then the elevator stopped. They stared at each other, both of them realizing the absurd coincidence. Or maybe something worse. Adrian laughed first, a small, trembling sound that turned into a sob. "Maybe the universe is mocking us. Or saving us," Leah said. They talked for hours, about guilt, loneliness, the tiny cruelties of ordinary days. When the emergency light began to dim, Adrian said softly, "It's strange, isn't it? How easy it is to tell the truth when you think no one's going to remember." Leah nodded. "Maybe that's the only time we ever really do." The power returned at 2:37 a.m. The elevator jerked once and continued its descent, doors opening silently onto the empty lobby. Neither of them moved. The next morning, the maintenance crew found the elevator stalled again between floors. Inside were two bodies, seated side by side, hands almost touching. No sign of struggle. No cause of death that made sense. Just 5 words. "We told the truth here."